Okay, 1701, good luck. Oh, we have played before one time. Wow, 35,000 games are rapid. That puts me to shame a bit, doesn't it? I'm on 270, so that's a little way behind. Okay, knight f6. We go b3. We're going to go g3 as well, I expect. Depends what my opponent does. Just play a traditional Reti style. Okay, takes. Okay, with castle, so now we can worry about what to do. So do I just develop the knight naturally or push this pawn first, then I've got the option to come across? Probably just knight to c3. Okay, that gives me the option for queen up. Takes, takes. We get a nice structure. I think I'm going to do that. We get a nice structure with the pawns if he trades. Okay. That gives me a chance to take his knight now. That's a bit risky for him if he doesn't trade the queen, isn't it? Although, I'd rather drop the queen back, I think, and then take next move. I'm going to do that. I'm threatening a take now. This is currently safe. I'm developing, threatening maybe knight up and knight across and get rid of the bishop. Obviously, you'll see that he could play... Oh, he's allowed me to do it. I was going to say he could have played knight there. So I'm just going to take it. Right, so now I've got knight up with a view to going here. He has knight down. So here, knight down. Have I got a useful square? Queen up. My knight will have moved, so my rook's free to move. So queen up threatens to jump across. So I'm going to do that. If knight down, I'm intending to go here. I could always drop back if I change my mind. But if I go here, I'm putting some pressure on. That's my idea, and I'm still threatening this. So I think I don't see any reason to change this idea. The knight across is a threat. Threatening to win the bishop. As well as a check or a cross. Okay, so he's gone back. So I could just push the pawn up. I don't think I can trap his knight. I guess we can just kick the knight back. Knight across now, and you're a little bit offside, not quite where you want to be. So I'm just looking at a move like d4. So I'm going to do that, get a tempo kicking the bishop back. Maybe e3 as well to solidify. Okay, he's gone back. So I'm going to do e3. The queen can still come back if needed. Say it plays f5. Obviously, I don't go on the other two because of the knight. Now, do I want to try and kick that knight? I like the idea of just playing a move like rook across here, actually. I'm going to do that one and leave this rook to cover these squares. This is then potentially a target, so it could have been a mistake. It might have been better with the other rook. Okay, he's pushed forward. So what about going forward here? If you take, I just take the knight, I think. I think this looks strong for me. It might not be, but it looks it. Potentially opening up the diagonal later on down the line. There's pressure on the bishop if this pawn moves. Oh, he's just pushed forward. Okay. Well, now I assume I drop back. So if I take, that doesn't seem any good. I think I just drop back here. If takes, we've still got the option of takes. Okay, that might be a good move. I've got queen up. Am I blundering here? Possibly. At least I'm reinforcing the pawn. Threatening to capture a pawn. Why didn't I take the pawn actually there? Well, it might have been a good sack for my opponent, but I could have maybe grabbed a pawn while I've got the discovery there, but just slow and steady does it. Okay, this is where I thought I could take with the knight. I'm aware there's pressure here, but take, knight takes, rook takes, and we're getting very quick development. There is a target there though, but there's a target here as well. Or I could just go with the pawn, but I like the idea of going with the knight here. I say it's not without risk, there is pressure from the bishop. Oh, he's gambled. What? Can he get away with this? I didn't think he could. I didn't think he could get away with this. This feels very dangerous to me. It might not be, of course. It might be I'm just simply blundering very badly. This felt too dangerous with this pawn structure and the king like this. So I assume I want to check. Try and encourage a pawn forward. But I do have rook across first, maybe. I'm going to just play rook across first, because obviously I have gambited here. So how do we open things up? And does it matter which square I'm on? I assume I want to go here, encourage this, and then maybe a move like knight forward. So I'm just going to throw that check in. And we've got flexibility with the knight. Oh, he's just moved the king. Okay, so can we try and push? Actually, I'm going to come here just so there's no immediate threat to the queen. Just trying to pressure the pawn, so I'm going across to create a threat. It might be that I've taken too much of a gamble here. I could be losing this one. The engine will probably say so, of course, with correct play, but let's just see. So he's gone there. So now I can push here, and if you take, I'm activating the bishop with a lot of pressure, I think. So I'm going to gamble and do it. Not without risk, because I'm releasing the diagonals for my opponent's bishop as well. But I'm trying to put pressure on the king. Just simple, basic chess. Oh, he's moved too quickly. He's allowed it. What? Can he get away with that? Maybe he wants to open this far for the rook, but I'm going to have to take while I've got the chance to. I might not get another chance. Just drop back. Then drop back again if needed and try and solidify. But yeah, you can imagine if the rooks get across here somehow. Very dangerous. So let's come back and try and bring the knight back into play. Try and get the queen onto this diagonal somehow. Obviously not right now where the rook is, but... Okay, that gives me potentially a tempo to bring the knight back, but... Not quite sure what I do after that. So I think I just need to move like queen across here, but I'm not sure. Oh, he might be just looking to double up. Ah, but then maybe I've got knight back. Here, doubles up, then knight back. So you come down, just step up. There's actually a real threat here, isn't there? So I'm going to hit the rook straight away, because if you get doubled up here, there's a threat to the pawn. I nearly overlooked that. Yeah, I've taken a gamble I shouldn't have taken here, really. But that's just chess, though. Now, what if I go here? I don't like that. I can't go here. Aiming to just get across somehow. I don't actually see how. How do I get across that side of the board? Can I do this with a view to rook forward and then come across? I'm going to do it. I'm going to push. I know it kind of releases his bishop, but I have to take risks now. So I'm going to go up and threaten a dangerous check. What? I think he's surely just blundered the game this time, because there's a checkmate threat. He'll have to give up his queen. I think he has blundered it. He's just moving far too quickly there when he's probably winning. And now he should have just blundered the game, I think. He'll have to block with a queen. So have I got anything clinical like this? I don't see it, so I'm just going to take the queen. Right, so now we should be better. But it's still dangerous. 2 rooks for a queen, but I've got the knight as well. So I'm going to play knight up with a view to queen coming and threatening a discovered check. Try and get the pieces active. So now we're threatening some sort of nasty check somewhere or other. So he's moved. So I need to get active. How's best to do that? I'm going to push this pawn and give my king a square, and then maybe push this one as well. But you can imagine if the rooks, both of them, get on this rank somewhere, there's a lot of pressure still coming. My knights maybe got ideas, but could easily get trapped, and that might have pushed me there. Threatening a check, but I don't see the knockout blow. Ah, maybe bishop here. Threatening a move like knight back with a view to a check. Give my king a square. Alright, so now I can go here and attack the rook twice. I don't think he can afford to give up his bishop, so we hit the rook twice. Pre-move in case he does take. I don't think he will. Oh, he has. So now it's just a queen and a bishop versus 2 rooks. That should be winning. Should be, but perfectly possible to blunder. No, I don't like pawn up. I'm going to play queen across and try and get some of these pawns if I can. As long as my king's safe, I can sack a queen for both rooks. That's cleanly winning, but it would help if I can get some pawns. Okay. No, I will push the pawn up. Oh, maybe I can run this pawn to try and distract his king, so he's got to defend as well. Okay, he's gone there. I'm going to go forward and attack the rook. He doesn't have a check. Okay, he's gone there. But if he trades, I should be fine. I should be. Oh, I can't go there though. Here, take. That's got to be winning as long as I don't give up my pawns. Can I just push here now then? I'm going to try and break this pawn structure. He can't take with the rook because he allows check, or he's just not noticed it, so that wins the game for sure. I can pre-move that one. Okay, that's a good win in the end, but risky.